Now on 4 News Now at 6, a mother and her 2 children found dead in their home. Police are calling it a possible murder-suicide.
We got a break from the wet weather today, but we're tracking the next storm. I'll let you know how it will impact your weekend plans in the First Alert forecast.
And a record number of people are expected to be flying out of Spokane for Thanksgiving. What you need to know so you don't miss your flight. You're watching 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
We begin with breaking news tonight. 2 banks just blocks apart robbed on Spokane's South Hill. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
And I'm Jordan Smith. Derek Dice has the night off. Both robberies happening in the Moran Prairie neighborhood. On your screen here, you can see on the map where that took place. One was near South Regal Street, near the South Palouse Highway. The other near 57th and Regal. And here's video from one near 57th. No word yet if these robberies are connected. This is a developing story, and we will update you as we learn more.
Used to come out and play in the front yard. That hurt.
A family and a community grieving tonight after a mom and her 2 children were found dead in their home late last night. Police are investigating a possible murder-suicide.
And police say that the father is the person who called 911 when he came home and found his wife, his 2 kids, and pets all dead. That call came in just before midnight to West Woodside Avenue near 5 Mile Road in Northwest Spokane. Natalie Grant is there tonight. Natalie, just a heartbreaking situation for that whole community.
Yeah, absolutely heartbreaking for sure here, Jordan. I'm outside of the home where this all took place. A much different scene than we saw earlier today. Earlier today, there were still police tape and police cars lining this block. That has since all gone, and it's been pretty quiet, but we did just see people coming to the home, dropping off flowers not too long ago. And while there is still a lot that we don't know about what led up to this tragedy, what we do know is that there are some local resources that families should be aware of if they find themselves in a crisis situation. On Friday morning, Northeast Spokane waking up to tragic news. 2 children and a mother found dead inside their home and discovered by the father in what police are calling a possible murder-suicide.
I saw one flashing light. I got up and looked outside. I saw a couple of cars that were not normal in the neighborhood.
Bill Sorcinelli, who lives across the street, says he remembers seeing the family walking their dogs or playing in the front yard.
I teared up a little bit because I talked to the mom once. Hadn't talked to the little girls. They were cute little blondes that used to come out and play in the front yard. That hurt.
Amy Vega, the executive director with Spokane's Vanessa Behan, says these are the types of tragedies they are striving to prevent by providing a safe space for both kids and parents in a crisis or abusive situation.
Our hope is that parents understand that not only can we help the children, we can support them. We can walk alongside them, we can lift them up, we can connect them to resources so that they don't feel as isolated as maybe they are.
Vegas saying other resources like the 988 crisis line can offer help 24/7, and that no matter what the situation is, you're never alone.
We don't want to ask for help. We don't want to tell people what's really going on. We assume we're the only ones that are struggling with whatever is happening with us. Every one of us is dealing with something. And it just breaks your heart that not only is this a mom that's hurting, these are kids that are now hurt and gone. We've got a family that's devastated. We've got a neighborhood that's devastated.
Now, again, police say that they are investigating this as a possible murder-suicide with no other suspects at this time. The identities of these victims will be released at a later time. And of course, this is still a developing story, and we'll let you know as soon as more information is available. Reporting in Spokane, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Thank you, Natalie. If you or someone you know is in a crisis situation, look at your screen right now. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it is there to help everyone. We brought you this story first on the 4 News Now app when it broke this morning. You can download that app on your phone and turn on push notifications to get live updates on breaking news.
We now know the name of the deputy involved in a shooting in Spokane Valley on Tuesday. Investigators say Deputy Anthony Gosling shot a man at a home on East 10th near South Bradley Road. Police say deputies arrived at a home for a domestic violence call, and Gosling fired his service weapon at the man. He was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries following the shooting.
Well, the new section of the North-South Freeway in northwest Spokane is now open in both directions. The northbound lanes opened to a lot of fanfare yesterday. Today, the southbound lanes open. That means you can drive on the freeway from the Wandermere area south to Wellesley. The weekend is here, and a lot of people have been preparing all of their potential travel plans already for Thanksgiving time. So Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here. This weekend might be a good one to just kind of stay inside.
Yes, so if you have that option, if you need to get out, do some raking. You've been talking about pine needles at your house, Jordan. Tomorrow is the day, or go to the skate ribbon or enjoy some time outside. Sunday will be more indoorsy. Right now, if you're heading out for a Friday night on the town, you should not encounter any problems. Here's a live look over the Spokane Veterans Memorial Arena. Have a little sliver of a moon there right underneath the V in live. We managed to clear out of that fog this afternoon. Saw some sunshine in downtown. That's always a tricky bet this time of year right along the river, because that fog hunkers down and it is hard to clear. But we did manage to see some sunshine, and we have the potential again tomorrow. Now this evening, even though it's clear right now, that fog is already starting to creep in. Expect overcast conditions through the evening, and that is going to keep our temperature holding steady right at freezing, just above freezing through about 11 o'clock. We'll cool down into the 20s by early tomorrow morning, and it should be another day of low clouds and fog and some areas of freezing fog. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. Some patchy fog Saturday. We're going to stay dry Saturday. The rain comes in late in the evening. I'll go over the timing on that later in the news. Then we have some rain showers and breezy conditions Sunday. Dry on Thanksgiving with a question mark. There is another system that's coming through the middle of next week. I will also go over the timing on that. That's coming up in your 7-day forecast. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Well, there's nothing worse than missing your holiday dinner because you have a problem with your flight.
The Spokane International Airport says that they're expecting the highest number of travelers this year since 2017. Advised to come early and check in fully prepared. Peter Choi has 4 tips to help you get to your destination this Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is just around the corner. That means it's time for holiday travel. And as you can see, many people are waiting in line for a security checkpoint. And I spoke to some of them people here, and they said that their biggest concern, a long line, just like this.
A line for bags and another line for a security checkpoint are something that is hard to get used to, especially for holiday season.
Yeah, we're on the nonstop today. And then
Howard Livingston has a job out of Burbank, California. Yeah, he travels a lot.
Easily over 100, 200,000 miles a year.
He says learning hard way. He always comes to an airport extra early.
My concern is during the holidays it just takes a lot more time, and people should be prepared to get to airports early or however they're getting to wherever they need to go.
The Spokane International Airport says more than 136,000 people are expected to come in and out of the airport this holiday, 7.5% higher than last year. You should plan to arrive at the airport at least 2 hours before the scheduled boarding time.
Come really early, and I came too early today, so that's why I'm waiting here.
How early are we talking?
4 hours.
Holy cow.
So I plan on coming pretty early and just being able to make sure I make my flight.
At security checkpoint, dump your water and take electronics out of bags ahead of time. Avoid wrapping gifts and packages in checked or carry-on luggage. Parking can be a headache, so save your time by using prepaid kiosks.
It's started, like I said, holiday season, so there'll be a lot of traveling for us during the season.
Reporting from Spokane International Airport, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
Some great tips there ahead of the holiday travel, and it doesn't matter if you're flying out or have family flying in, weather can derail your plans. Meteorologist Matt Gray explains which areas could see some delays coming up.
And it's felt like forever since Washington State football has won a game. How the Cougars plan to snap their 6-game losing streak against Deion Sanders in Colorado tonight. We have a live report from Pullman after the break.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+. It's that time of year. Holiday bonus cards are back at Noodle Express. Buy a $25 gift card, get a $5 bonus card. Deck the halls with Noodle Express, the gift of good food. Get yours today.
Monday, we're celebrating GMA Friendsgiving with some good eats. So, what Thanksgiving favorites do Robin, George, Michael, Lara, and Ginger love most? Well, Monday morning, they will reveal all on GMA.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $5,250 total value on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Northwest Winterfest opens Friday, December 1st. It's the Northwest's largest illuminated holiday and cultural festival, now indoors and bigger and better than ever, with displays up to 130 feet long and 25 feet high, plus live performances, free interactive children's activities, and free admission for kids 10 and under. So come celebrate the magic. Your discounted tickets are waiting at northwestwinterfest.com.
Hot Seat Thursdays are hotter than ever at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. The fun begins at 4 p.m. with cash prizes. Hot seats every Thursday through Thanksgiving. Learn more at Mistaqua.com.
It's that time of year. Holiday bonus cards are back at Noodle Express. Buy a $25 gift card, get a $5 bonus card. Deck the halls with Noodle Express, the gift of good food. Get yours today.
At 7:30, Jake Dickert and the Cougs are looking to break their 6-game losing streak against Deion Sanders and the Colorado University Buffaloes.
Do or die time for the Cougs, needing to win their next 2 games to remain in bowl eligibility, or remain bowl eligible actually, rather. Julian Minnesota is here with us now, and Julian, the Cougs have been struggling.
Right, break out the wishbone, the lucky rabbit's foot, whatever it takes to get some good luck, because man, the Cougs need it, and no one knows that more than our Coug correspondent, Alex Crescenti. Alex, you got Deion in the house tonight, a bunch of cameras, a polarizing personality. What does Washington State need to do to block all that out and get a win?
Yeah, Julian, plain and simple, this one is going to come down to the play of quarterback Cam Ward. We've talked about it for a long time now here. When he plays well, the Cougs always have a chance of winning the game. You saw the hot start that he had in the first month of the season, and then he took a bit of a dip there in October and November with his play there. And of course, we were talking about it earlier in the week, the 11 fumbles. That leads FBS football. You can't be turning over the ball, especially against a team like Colorado that is so high-powered. Of course, you know by now what they can do. Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, the whole gang there. So I think in order for them to be successful, it's going to have to come down to Cam.
Well, and Alex, it's also the final Cougar home football game in the current Pac-12. So how important is it for Washington State to make a statement tonight?
Yeah, I think I got a lot of fond memories in this place myself. Just when I think about all the years of history, Washington State's always been able to play at the highest level of college sports. Part of the reason I went to Washington State was the ability to go watch major college football every Saturday in the fall. I got to see characters like Christian McCaffrey and Andrew Luck, Marcus Mariota. Now, that's just going to be gone after this year. The ability to be watching major college football, it's seemingly over after this because of, you know, some TV executives and the Big Ten and the Big 12. But you know, I think you just got to cherish this moment here, because this is probably the last time we're going to see someone at the caliber level of Colorado come through Pullman. So win or lose, I don't think it really matters here. I think you just take a moment to enjoy what this moment means, especially for all the people that have come through the decades of history in Martin Stadium.
All right, thank you, Alex. Kickoff again is at 7:30 there in Pullman. Now, it's been a surprise season for the Gonzaga women's soccer team as well. The Bulldogs made their second trip to the NCAA tournament, opening up with a win over Idaho, so it's only right the Zags' unlikely season would lead them to play an unlikely opponent. The Zags taking on the underdog UC Irvine Anteaters in the second round of the NCAA tournament from Lincoln, Nebraska. In the 5th minute we go. UC Irvine on the attack. The ball is sent in. Layla Elberry lofts it up and into the net, and Gonzaga, well, they trail early on. Now to the 40th minute we go. Zags trail 2-0. Trying to get something going here. Check this out. The rebound goes right to Caitlin Rigg, and she's automatic from that close. Bulldogs get on the board. Now, final seconds, Gonzaga trailing 2-1. This is their last chance right here, but a foul will be called on the play on Gonzaga. That means UC Irvine gains possession, and that means the game is over. Gonzaga's magical season comes to an end. 2-1 is the final, so that's some bad news for Zags soccer, but good news for another local soccer team, guys.
That's right, Julia. And the Spokane Velocity, the country's newest pro soccer team, will be taking on one of the oldest teams in their home opener next year.
That's right. They'll be taking on the Richmond Kickers at One Spokane Stadium. Circle that date, March 16th. Single game tickets are expected to go on sale in February of 2024.
And you can also stock up on your Velocity gear at the team store that is now open downtown. It's inside the Davenport Grand. There you can find everything from bucket hats, scarves, sweaters, all the things that the teens really want for Christmas.
That's exactly right. A lot of good stocking stuffer opportunities, it looks like.
I was thinking the same thing. Christmas list. Check some things off. Tomorrow will be a good day to get an early start on some holiday errands. We are going to have dry conditions in Spokane. A high temperature of 41 degrees, which is just about average. It's not going to be a bright, sunshiny day. I'll tell you about the wet weather coming in for Saturday night after the break.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Salvation Army Spokane.
Do you have property damage? Burke's Restoration provides full-service emergency response for residential and commercial disasters. Wind damage? Burke's can handle that. Is flooding your problem? Burke's Restoration knows just what to do. Fire or smoke damage? Call Burke's today. You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Burke's Restoration takes care of fire, smoke, wind, or water damage and more. Tell your insurance company you choose Burke's Restoration. Call or click today.
My late father-in-law lit up a room, but his vision dimmed with age. He had AMD. I didn't know it then, but it can progress to GA, an advanced form of the disease. His struggle with vision loss from AMD made me want to help you see warning signs of GA, like straight lines that seem wavy, blurry or missing visual spots that make it hard to see faces, like this one, or trouble with low light. That makes driving at night a real challenge. If you've been diagnosed with AMD and notice vision changes, don't wait. GA is irreversible. It's important to catch it early. Talk to your eye doctor about GA and learn more at GAWon'tWait.com.
'Tis the season for a holiday shopping tradition. Custer's 47th annual Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center. Join us as 250 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcraft, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single day admission only $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Get creative with your holiday shopping at Custer's Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Spokane Fair and Expo Center.
Food delivery drivers. Do some of them drive too fast? Next, Inside Edition. DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. We all use them. But what happened when we followed these guys on their routes?
Do you feel pressure to go too fast?
Then, how desperate are we for Christmas bargains? Look at this.
I'm saving so much money here today.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Tomorrow will be be 8 years since a devastating windstorm hit the inland Northwest. A lot of people listening remember these pictures. They remember their own pictures and their own homes. Wind gusts as high as 77 miles an hour. 2 people were killed. Hundreds of thousands were left without power during this storm. Avista called it the event the largest crisis in its history. And Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker remembers it well.
Oh my goodness, yes. Terrifying from a forecasting standpoint. We could see it coming days away, and it delivered. And then, boy, being without power for so long in a cold November, it was very unpleasant. I am pleased to report that the weather for the next week is going to be quite a bit more tranquil. We've got some patchy freezing fog tonight, temperatures just below freezing. Fog and clouds tomorrow. Always the potential to see a little bit of sunshine. We did today, and that was great. The next big thing coming, rain on the way. We're tracking our weather pattern here. A cold front comes through as we get into Saturday. Here's Sunday at 4 a.m. with that precipitation in progress around the region. We have more rain coming throughout the day on Sunday, and then high pressure begins building in for some dry days to start the work week. Let's take a closer look at this. Starting off Saturday at 5 o'clock. We go through the next 12 hours. Here we go, Saturday at 11 o'clock, and we start to see that wet weather moving in. That's going to be with us through the overnight in the form of rain for the most part. There is always the potential for a little bit of snow mixing in with the rain, but I think that is going to be confined to the northern valleys of northeast Washington and North Idaho. Here's Sunday at 8, and that's where we find the wet weather. About the time our snow level would be dropping down to the valley floors, we are going to be drying out and mostly staying dry for Sunday, other than a few isolated showers. Here's Sunday at 5 o'clock. Another thing about this storm, we were talking about some gusty winds for Sunday. Here's Sunday at 6, 7, 8 a.m. Once that cold front comes through that brings the rain, we will see our winds picking up, but not quite as windy as originally thought. So we're talking about wind gusts in the 20, possibly 25 mile per hour range, the exception being down on the Palouse, where you could see some stronger gusts, and then the winds will be dying down as we get into Sunday evening. Snow over the passes this weekend, a big travel weekend. With that system coming through Saturday night into Sunday, here's Sunday at 7 a.m. You can see the snow level or snow amounts will be inconsequential over the Cascades. Little bit of snow up in the mountains of northeast Washington, less than an inch of snow over Lookout Pass. So Saturday travel should be no problem into Sunday morning. Then during the day Sunday, we'll see a little bit more snow piling up, particularly as we get up into Stevens Pass, Snoqualmie Pass 2 to 4 inches. However, right at pass level, it will more likely be non-accumulating snow or rain-snow mix, 1 to 2 inches over Lookout Pass. Certainly not too bad for travel on the weekend. We are dry Monday, Tuesday. Now, and Tuesday, we do have a News 4 baby on the way. Kirsten's due date on Tuesday. Babies from heaven on Wednesday. We have a system coming in Wednesday night and into Thanksgiving morning, and I'm going to be going over the latest on what we're thinking about that system coming up in the next half hour.
A lot of people were thinking that the turkey was the due date because we said it was going to be right around Thanksgiving, but Chris is making it very clear. Don't worry.
No. 2 days before.
I will still have my Thanksgiving feast. That's the plan.
That's the priority.
Because everything goes perfectly as planned when you're having a baby.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
We will have updates for you. Well, most of this busy travel week is looking pretty good, but that might not be the case if you're taking a longer trip for Thanksgiving dinner.
That's right. Meteorologist Matt Gray tracking potential trouble spots across the country this week. Matt.
All right. Thank you very much. And here we go. Whether you're flying out or maybe you've got family flying in and they're traveling across the country this week, here's where things could end up being a little bit slower going for travel across the lower 48 states. Travel this week is going to be quite benefited, though, from a lack of snow cover we've seen so far across the country. Only 4%. Now, most of that is right around the inland Northwest. But this is one of the lowest marks for this week in the last 20 years across the continental United States. That said, by Monday, we will have gained some snow across the west from the storm that Chris just talked about that's headed our way for this weekend. But the only major airport that could see some hiccups from snow is Denver once the sun rises there on Monday. So overall, not too bad. Now, the other region that does have to worry about snow before we sit down for Thanksgiving dinner is up in the Northeast. There'll be rain in the big city airports, but as you work your way towards the Great Lakes, Buffalo, New York, Canada, a little bit of a different story there. So another spot to monitor. Another weather delay mess that could be on the way for the South on Monday and Tuesday because of thunderstorms. This same system that's going to be bringing that snow in other places, that's going to be bringing us wet weather Saturday night, could end up producing severe weather from Texas and Oklahoma to the Carolinas on Monday and Tuesday, and there are several major airports in that zone. Now, the kicker here is that the big Midwest airports, particularly Chicago, staying away from the messy weather by and large before Thanksgiving. So we've certainly had a lot worse weeks for Thanksgiving travel than what we are about to see. But what happens after Thanksgiving? That actually might get a little bit more interesting. Early returns on the forecast computers are pointing to some snow dropping down on the east side of the Rockies on Thanksgiving and then trying to make a beeline over to the Midwest before next weekend. Now, if this does come to pass, this may be a little bit of a harder trip home than it will be getting to your destination in the week ahead.
You have us covered no matter where you are.
Oh, yeah,
Thank
we're going to keep you updated
so
on
much,
this.
Matt. I appreciate it. Well, still ahead from helping just 10 families 5 years ago to 500 families this year. Coming up, the foundation that's helping those in need and just how many pounds of food it's expecting to give out. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Download the KXLY Plus app for breaking news.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
This season, put some extra stuffing in your pockets at the Kootenai Casino in beautiful Bonners Ferry. The colder it gets, the hotter the action with super spins and a big cash giveaway. Enjoy a relaxing room at the Kootenai Falls Lodge from just $79 midweek or upgrade to a Riverview room for $99. Win big and make this a November to remember. Book your trip to the Kootenai Casino now. Just call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
It's the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan Service and Parts Center. We're ready to keep your car in the best condition possible so you can drive with confidence. From express service to more advanced diagnostics and repairs, our certified technicians deliver expert service and advice. We also have an inventory of factory Nissan parts. You can personalize your vehicle with accessories tailored to your Nissan. Parts and service at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan right off Highway 95.
The updated COVID vaccine is available now and at no cost for most people 6 months and older. If it's been more than 2 months since your last COVID vaccine or infection, it's time to maximize your protection against the latest variants. The updated vaccine reduces your risk of serious illness or developing long COVID symptoms, even if you've already been vaccinated or infected. So schedule your appointment today. To learn more about the vaccine, where to get it, and how to stay safe and healthy, visit takecarewa.org.
Time is running out. Shopko Optical can help maximize your vision benefits and FSA dollars before they expire. Get a comprehensive eye exam and discover your new style. Call Shopko Optical or visit shopko.com to schedule your exam.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Around the world tonight, the Israeli Defense Force says it's found Hamas's tunnels under Gaza's largest hospital. Evidence, they say, that the group has built an extensive underground network across the area.
This as the humanitarian crisis there grows more dire and as the U.S. puts more pressure on Israel to ease the growing number of civilian casualties. ABC's Em Nguyen has more.
Day 3 of Israeli troops scouring Gaza's largest hospital, which has quickly become a flashpoint in the conflict following Hamas's attack on Israel October 7th. The IDF releasing this video showing a tunnel shaft they say leads to a Hamas command post below the Al-Shifa hospital.
And this is where they choose to hide everything.
Hamas rejecting that notion, but the White House is backing Israel's claims, citing U.S. intelligence.
What we know, and based on information we have, as well as information that the Israelis have, is that this has been the practice of Hamas, to use these civilian infrastructure.
In central Israel, many mourning the loss of Corporal Noah Marciano, who the IDF says was abducted by Hamas a month ago and found lifeless near Al-Shifa hospital. She was discovered just hours after Israel says they found the body of another hostage, a 65-year-old grandmother also near there. As IDF troops push deeper into Gaza, they say they've successfully taken over and destroyed a major weapon production post of the Palestinian Islamic Jihad. The IDF claiming those weapons were intended to attack Israeli civilians. As the humanitarian crisis grows more dire in Gaza, Israel has agreed to a U.S. request to allow 2 diesel tankers a day to enter to support water and sewer infrastructure.
I think every minute and every hour, the situation becomes far, far worse for the people of Gaza.
This as unsettling new satellite imagery shows thousands desperately trying to flee south along the evacuation corridor. The White House says President Biden spoke with Qatar's Emir about the urgent efforts to release hostages held by Hamas, saying the 2 leaders also discussed the need for more humanitarian assistance into Gaza. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
Still ahead here after the break, using artificial intelligence to better protect the community. How a program called Dark Horse helps Spokane Fire determine where to put new firehouses. Coming up.
Download the KXLY Plus app for live updates all day.
It's that time of year. Holiday bonus cards are back at Noodle Express. Buy a $25 gift card, get a $5 bonus card. Deck the halls with Noodle Express, the gift of good food. Get yours today.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
There is a place where magic seems to hide around every corner, where cherished memories are born in twinkling snowflakes, where enchanting adventures await all who explore. Where is this real-life winter wonderland? Nestled by the lake is Coeur d'Alene's Holiday Light Show, an experience you will never forget. Discover Santa's all-new North Pole with holiday getaways starting at only $250.
Is your home in need of a remodel? Then transform your living space with help from Costless Carpet.
Have you heard about Costless Carpet's new Rhino SPC? It's changing the flooring industry. Durable, waterproof, with amazing looks that are blowing our customers away. Rhino SPC has 20 and 30 mil wear layers, making it more durable and easy to install. Costless Carpet stocks over 25 different visuals and has wide plank woods and 12 by 24 tile designs too. To find your nearest store, visit costlesscarpet.com.
It's that time of year. Holiday bonus cards are back at Noodle Express. Buy a $25 gift card, get a $5 bonus card. Deck the halls with Noodle Express, the gift of good food. Get yours today.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is talking all about the weekend, and last night when we came back from dinner break it was very foggy, so I think people are probably wondering where the fog is and how long it's going to hang around.
Well, that is the tough call this time of year. We are in the depths of the fog season, and we're going to see it again tonight because that's what we do in the winter in the inland Northwest. We get that fog going. Here's 4 things to know about your weather. We've got fog already developing around the region. Right now, it is not especially thick, and we'll have patchy fog on Saturday. Hopefully a little bit of sunshine in the afternoon, and we're going to stay dry all the way through late evening. Then somewhere right around 11, 12 o'clock, we'll bring in some rain. That's going to continue through Sunday morning. Some locations may see some snow mixing in. Right now, question mark on dry Thanksgiving. We're going to talk about that a little bit later this half hour. I may have to just take the question mark away and, well, take out the dry too. It's looking more like we might get some wet weather. Visibility right now, we're in pretty good shape. Just a little bit of fog forming down around Lewiston. But of course, in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, it won't be long. Our temperatures right now are in the mid-30s in Spokane, Moscow, Pullman. We're just a degree or 2 away from the dew point. We'll cool down a little bit more with those clear skies. And once we hit that dew point, the air mass becomes saturated, cannot hold any more moisture, and we'll start to see that fog developing around the region. Meanwhile, here's a look at some of the visibilities right in the Spokane area. Still at 6 miles at the airport in Spokane, 6 miles in Spokane Valley, but we're still fairly clear in Coeur d'Alene and Hayden, also out at Airway Heights. Our temperatures right around Spokane are in the 30s in most locations, but some of our outlying areas will be dropping down into the 20s. I'll be back in just a few minutes with a closer look at your Thanksgiving forecast and also tell you about the wet weather on the way for Sunday.
All right, Chris, thanks for that. And Thanksgiving, less than a week away, if you can believe it. We just got done with Halloween, and it's just already here. And while a lot of us are getting ready to buy turkeys and some pies, some families can't afford to.
And that's why the Flanagan Foundation is providing Thanksgiving meals to 500 families in need. Marissa Rio met with the foundation today to share how one young man's idea flourished into something much bigger.
There are hundreds of pies right here that the Flanagan Foundation will be giving to 500 families for free. Keaton Flanagan has been doing this since 2017. He started out by helping just 10 families, and his vision has continued to grow ever since.
Sent it to me this morning.
Volunteers met at a warehouse today and unloaded pie after pie from different cars. They then loaded trucks with dozens, if not hundreds of boxes full of food. But it hasn't always been this way. Keaton says when he first started serving families, he and his friends met in his parents' garage. Now, they're purchasing about $20,000 worth of food.
I get stressed out, but I enjoy doing it enough that it's like, I always believe that we should help your neighbor out. Like, why not? If you can lend a helping hand, you should. So I feel like I'm in a position I can, so we should.
Keaton says the planning process starts in January, and they do fundraising events throughout the year. Tomorrow, they will distribute 500 Thanksgiving meals to families within Spokane public schools, local churches, and local nonprofits. Keaton's aunt, who helps out with the foundation, is proud of Keaton.
It's not very often that you find someone in their young 20s that's willing to step up and serve the community and feed the communities.
Keaton says he hopes his foundation continues to grow and that one day he can serve other communities as well.
A lot of people should step up in more ways like this, and I'll just take it all on my plate if that's what it causes. So I put a lot on myself for it, but I don't know, there's no reason to do it. It is very fulfilling, and I don't see myself ever stopping.
For more information on the Flanagan Foundation, you can visit our website at kxly.com. Reporting in Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
What a great idea. Thanks, Marissa. Well, the holidays are meant to be a time of joy, but with all the shopping, cooking, and meeting with friends and family, it can also be overwhelming. About 64% of people with mental illness report that holidays make their conditions worse. That's according to a study by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. The Alliance recommends a few steps to manage your stress, including maintaining realistic expectations and prioritizing self-care.
We have to be really mindful, I think, about what our boundaries are going into these holiday events.
So for others, the stress of the holidays can be tied to painful family interactions or memories, dealing with isolation and spending the season alone.
One of the things that's really important that I like to talk with people about is how to make a decision on what's actually best for us, right? Sometimes we need to push out of our comfort zones, but sometimes we need to honor that it's actually not the right place for us to be.
Experts say, although everyone's holiday situation is different, it could be beneficial to break from a traditional family gathering or habit.
The Spokane Fire Department is using artificial intelligence to make the best decisions they can to keep you safe.
Yeah, it's called Dark Horse AI, and they're able to see how potential changes to fire stations could impact different Spokane neighborhoods and then act accordingly, keeping response times down and even saving taxpayers money. Our Bronte Saratsky has details.
Soon, this fire station will be under construction. Thanks to Dark Horse AI, its move won't impact public safety.
That company is going to be relocated temporarily. Well, we can model exactly what the outcome of that move will be.
And that outcome is calculated by data from the fire department that goes back years. Dark Horse AI allows the fire department to see those potential outcomes before making any final decisions.
We're able to advance the knowledge that we learn on a daily basis into future decisions on deployment.
Take a look at this map. You can see that around Fire Station 1, located downtown, everything is green. That means most incidents they respond to are well-staffed and performance is high. Meanwhile, areas in the red aren't as well off. Using AI, the fire department can see how changes like adding a fire station there could impact the neighborhood.
This north side of upriver, if we wanted to place a fire station here, an engine, and see what impact that it had on these incidents, you can see we had an increase of 3.92% with an overall performance for the fire management area of 87%.
For taxpayers, it means the fire department can run scenarios to make the most informed decision and make the most of its resources.
You can make decisions in a greenfield format that don't impact taxpayers from a financial standpoint and don't impact patients from a clinical standpoint.
Fire Chief Brian Schaefer says right now he's using it to show how a station's overall performance could be impacted.
Now we're just looking at it. First unit on the scene in 5 minutes on a paramedic call.
He also says they can look at how it could impact water rescues, building fires, and more. The possibilities are endless. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.
Well, coming up, see how one company is using AI to create conversations across generations. That's next on 4 News Now at 6:30.
Download the KXLY Plus app for weather every 10 minutes.
4 News Now is brought to you by Old World Christmas.
We love our house, but lately we've been feeling a little cramped.
So we talked to ICCU about a new home loan. The process was super quick, and we got a really great rate.
We start house hunting tomorrow.
Preferably something with a bigger garage.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.99% APR for up to 60 months on your favorite Toyota certified used models. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need. I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it. You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance. We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice. That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $5,250 total value on this Silverado with a Turbo Max engine. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Next ET.
My name is Keenan.
I'm Kale.
Reunited and it feels so sure.
We are spilling the ET with the stars of Good Burger 2. Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Every Friday in the tank.
15 years, never seen anything like this.
New dreams come true.
I'm trying to build a legacy for my family.
That's the beauty of Shark Tank.
I didn't know I was going to cry right now.
I believe in you.
Shark Tank, new tonight on ABC.
Welcome back. Expect dry conditions for Saturday. If you have some pine needles to rake or dogs to walk, tomorrow will be the day to do it. It is not going to be a bright, sunshiny day. We do have the possibility to get some sun breaks in the afternoon, but sometimes that fog settles in and doesn't want to move. We're heading up to a high of 41. 42 is our average high. Then we'll see some precipitation moving in. Here's our forecast radar. I'm starting this out a little more than, or a little less than 24 hours from now, Saturday at 5. We'll see the clouds increasing through the evening, and here is 11 o'clock with some light rain moving into Spokane. Heavier precipitation down through the I-90 corridor, Ritzville, Moses Lake, Wenatchee, seeing some rain. That rain will continue through the overnight, but here it is 6 in the morning, and we're already starting to dry out over much of eastern Washington, keeping the precipitation going in the northern valleys, and you'll see it is showing up as green. You most likely will see a little bit of snow mixing in, but I don't think anything is going to stick until you get higher up into the mountains. Right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we're most likely also just going to be seeing rain. If you do see some snow mixing in, it's not going to be anything that's going to stick. By the time we're into noon on Sunday, we've got just a few lingering sprinkles, and then we dry out completely as high pressure builds in Sunday night. The passes look like decent travel. If you've got college kids coming home, Saturday should be smooth sailing. Some rain as we get late into Saturday and Sunday. Some snow mixing in. Let's jump ahead and talk about Thanksgiving. There is a system coming in sometime on Wednesday into Thursday morning. This particular computer model has it coming in fairly late as we get into Thursday morning. Here's Thanksgiving morning with rain in Spokane, snow in the mountains, and then it turns over to snow overnight through Thursday morning with lingering snow in the panhandle of Idaho through Thursday night. I think this model is slow, and all of the ensemble models together are saying there is about a 0% chance of any kind of accumulating snow in Spokane on Thanksgiving. But we're going to keep an eye on this time frame right here because we know you may have travel plans. Kirsten will be home with her new baby that's going to drop down from heaven on Tuesday. And then, again, we'll keep you updated both here and on the 4 News Now weather app about your Thanksgiving travel weather. Kirsten?
Yes, I am, in fact, pregnant. We've had a couple of comments saying, are you sure that? Yes, we're sure. It's been 9 long months. Hey, you know, before the commercial break, we were talking about AI, artificial intelligence. It's being integrated into just about everything from chatbots to helping fire departments better protect the community.
Well, I know some are using AI to memorialize their loved ones. ABC's Melissa Dawn takes a look at how this technology is creating conversations across generations and the concerns that come with it.
Hello, Dad.
Stephanie Lucas O'Neill is talking to her dad, William Lucas. The thing is, he is no longer with us. William passed away last year.
One of the earliest memories that I have is arriving on a boat.
Stephanie is using Hereafter AI to honor her dad's legacy. The co-founder of Hereafter AI, James Vlahos, got the idea for the service when his own father was diagnosed with terminal cancer.
I realized there might be a different and more interactive way to share his story, and that gave me the idea to create what I called the Dad Bot, which is an interactive voice and text chatbot that shares his stories and his personality for the family for generations to come.
This led to the more advanced version, Hereafter AI.
The voice that you hear is the actual recorded voice of the person who created the life story avatar.
A virtual biographer interviews the person about their life, recording the responses to create an avatar that loved ones down the road can access and talk to.
Would you like to hear more about this part of my life?
Well, the thing about this is somehow you kind of say to yourself, I'm not worthy. You know, like, who wants to hear this from me? But I think it's important that people know history from the people who live the history. And especially for Black Americans, we have so much of our history was just erased.
Though using this kind of technology doesn't come without concerns.
In my dad's case, he died before the whole process was complete. So they had to use voice synthesizers to bridge what he said. And it sounded just like my father. They could have made my father say anything.
Making sure the avatar is an accurate portrayal of the person is a priority for Vlahos. And at Hereafter AI, they never sell your data. Only the person and those they authorize can access their memories.
It does change how we grieve, but more importantly, it changes how we remember. I think some people fear that maybe this relates to not letting go of someone you loved or not leaving the grieving process. And the way I see it is like, well, yeah, I don't want to grieve forever, but I also don't want to forget.
Melissa Dawn, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Download the KXLY Plus app for breaking news.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Now get 2.9% APR financing for 60 months on Rogue, or get a low $399 per month lease on Frontier. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Set your sights on scoring a win at Missisquoi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Sun Club card to earn entries. Win your share of over $15,000 in cash. Learn more at Missisquoi.com.
Santa returns to Spokane's River Park Square Shopping Center, Saturday, November 18th, presented by STCU. Festivities begin at 1 o'clock, and Santa arrives to light the tree at 5, with special guest appearances and entertainment. Plus bonus fun, the Lego store opens at River Park Square November 10th. Learn more, reserve a time for Santa photos, and plan your holly jolly holiday season at riverparksquare.com.
Black Friday mattress discounts are on now at all Walker's Furniture and Mattress stores.
Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort and Beautyrest Black Hybrid sets. Plus, save up to $300 on Purple mattresses. And take advantage of no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest for 5 years.
Plus, receive up to $300 of free furniture, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less during the Black Friday sale at Walker's.
At Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, we're making it a November to remember by offering great buys on our best-selling Ram trucks and Jeep lineup, with special markdowns on all pre-owned SUVs and four-wheel drives. But the best offer is with every vehicle sold, you'll get a free big screen TV with the purchase. making it the perfect time to visit our family-owned dealership at Dishman.
Dishman Dodge.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book posted at bimart.com. There's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need to fill the pantry for the holidays. At Bi-Mart, our members save more every day.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus.
Welcome back. It's Friday, and that means it's time to take a trip on the Air 4 drone.
Tonight, we're heading to Bonner County, Idaho to give you a bird's eye view of some of the hiking trails at the Pine Street Woods.
Welcome to Pine Street Woods, a beautiful property in northern Idaho, 2.5 miles from downtown Sandpoint. We're actually in Dover, Idaho. So it's 180 acres that was put in conservation through Conixu Land Trust with the help of our community. Conixu Land Trust is a land conservation organization. We help private property owners put land in conservation. We also protect land just like this for public access. We have a variety of amazing educational programs for children and for adults. We also help support recreation endeavors to get us all outside and spending time out in nature. We created what we call here the narrow trail and wide trail system. And the wonderful thing about narrow trails and wide trails is they allow for multiple uses to happen. And that was...
Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Download the KXLY Plus app for live updates all day.
The I Love the 90s tour is back, featuring Vanilla Ice, Rob Bass, Tone Loc, Color Me Bad, and Young MC. Saturday, November 18th. Spokane live at Spokane Tribe Casino. Tickets on sale now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com.
Helping the communities thrive aligns with BECU's core values. One event that I'm really proud of that we support is the Nonprofit Showcase.
You know, I think the coolest part of this event is the ability for the public to see so many different nonprofits in one spot. And then you get that chance to understand how you might be able to engage best with each of them.
I'm proud to say that they're going to be doing it again, and I want to encourage everybody to come out, learn a little bit what's going on in your community, and spend some time potentially volunteering and find something that you're passionate about.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or use your Red Tag bonus cash to get $5,250 total value on this Silverado. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Did you know Idaho high school seniors graduating next spring are eligible for up to $8,000 in grant money for career training and education through Idaho Launch? Funds can be used to cover the cost of apprenticeships, job training, community college, and university programs that lead to in-demand careers. Funds are limited. Apply today. Students choose their own path, and Idaho Launch helps pay for it. Idaho Launch. Support in every direction.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
The I Love the 90s tour is back, featuring Vanilla Ice, Rob Bass, Tone Loc, Color Me Bad, and Young MC. Saturday, November 18th. Spokane live at Spokane Tribe Casino. Tickets on sale now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Washington Cares Fund.
The only thing I see on that 7-day forecast is Tuesday. That's all I can think about. I'm sorry.
There's a baby. There's a 4 News Now baby coming. Oh, it's my last night with all of you for a little while. I will return, and I will send photos and updates of the baby. But yes, Chris has the official calendar.
Well, good luck. We're rooting for you.
Thank you. Yes.
You made it.
I did. We have one more newscast at 11. So we'll see.
That's right. We'll see. We'll see.